"We've got her! The SEAL sniper's down!" one of the enemy fighters yelled, hoisting his rifle high with a crooked grin. But what they didn't know, what they couldn't know, was that her blood wasn't cooling in the sand. It was boiling with purpose behind a broken wall, one hand pressed to her side, the other gripping her rifle like a lifeline. Lieutenant Mira Doss wasn't just another SEAL, she was the ghost they whispered about. A shadow with a scope, a name carved in fear among insurgents. And now, wounded, outnumbered, and left for dead, her legend was supposed to end in the heat-blurred dust of that ambush. But legends don't die easy. 10 minutes earlier, everything was chaos. Her unit walked into what looked like a supply recon. Easy in, easy out. But Mira's instincts. They screamed. Too quiet, too clean. She'd just radioed a warning when the first explosion hit, ripping apart the Humvee in front of them. Screams followed. Bullets rained. 1 second she was issuing orders, the next, fire tore through her side as she dove behind cover. That's when the enemy thought they got her. And for a moment, she almost believed them. Blood soaked her tactical vest, her vision blurred, she could barely breathe. But then, through the ringing in her ears, she heard them laughing, mocking. That sniper batch is finished. They were celebrating too early, because Mira wasn't finished. She was recalibrating. She dragged herself behind a ruined concrete barrier, slid her sniper rifle from its sling with shaking fingers, and chambered a round. 1 bullet, 1 legend. She whispered a name, Daniel, her brother. The reason she joined. The Marine who never came back. She made a vow at his grave. "I'll be your eyes, your vengeance, your justice." Now it was time to keep it. Through her scope, the world narrowed. 5 enemy fighters, all cocky, exposed, one standing on a crate, trying to film their victory. Mira held her breath. Slow heartbeat, slow trigger pull, crack. He dropped. No scream, no struggle, just silence. Confusion erupted. Another spun around, shouting. Crack. He fell. Panic spread. They couldn't tell where it was coming from. She'd repositioned, low, invisible. Her body screamed in pain, but she kept moving. Adjusted angle, wind, dust, pulse, everything locked in. Crack. Third target. The one who'd shouted she was dead. Now he was. The remaining 2 ran for cover, yelling in a language she didn't understand. But fear. That's universal. She had 2 bullets left, and one mission: finish this. Her breath hitched. Blood loss was winning. The edges of her vision darkened. Focus, Doss. She remembered her final test in sniper school. Her instructor said, "You'll never know the bullet that saves your life, so treat everyone like it's sacred." She whispered, "This one's holy." 4th target dropped mid-sprint. The last one, a kid, barely 20, shaking with his rifle, froze. Mira steadied her sights, but something in her broke. Not her bones, not her will. Something deeper. That kid looked like her brother, scared, misled. She lowered her weapon. The silence was louder than gunfire. That final fighter ran, didn't shoot, didn't look back. And then, everything went dark. Mira woke up 2 days later in a field hospital. Bandaged, barely conscious. Her CO stood over her, eyes wide with awe. You killed 4 of them bleeding out, alone, and saved the whole damn convoy." Mira blinked, whispered, "I missed one." The CO shook his head. "You didn't miss. You chose." Word spread fast. Dead SEAL sniper resurrects mid-battle. The Pentagon called it tactical brilliance. Her unit called it a miracle. Online, they called her the ghost who bleeds gold. But Mira, she just went quiet. Like always, her legend didn't need her voice. Her actions were louder. A week later, back at base, she watched a news clip. Civilians in the region were talking about the battle, about how insurgents were pulling back, how something changed, how the woman sniper with fire in her eyes gave them hope. She didn't smile. She didn't cry. She loaded a new round into her rifle, whispered Daniel's name again, and walked toward her next mission. Because ghosts don't rest, they haunt. Before we end this story, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear. If this story touched you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know how you feel in the comment.